Hi everyone, welcome to Rachel Pichler Yoga. My name is Rachel. We are on week 2 of our Yoga for Flexibility series. So we are getting into the lower body this week. So starting off today with a yoga flow that will help us create some flexibility within the lower body. So let's find a little bit of space to move and get started. Let's begin in child's pose today. So find your knees and bring them out nice and wide on the mat. You can sit back towards the heels and then start to drop your forehead and your chest all the way down. So right from the start here, just let your eyes close. Take a few nice big breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Just bringing softness into those shoulders and into the jaw. Each time you exhale, open your mouth. And just taking this time to settle in, let go of your day, let go of your week or weekend, and just be right here, right now. It's you, your breath. Let's stay for one more big inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Awesome, you guys, slowly starting to lift all the way up. Finding your hands and knees, tabletop position. So we're going to be extending our right leg out behind us. So just tuck your toes and push the ball of the foot into the mat. And then send the heel to the back wall as well. I want you to feel this through your calf. So just send the heel back, push into the foot. You can rock forwards and backwards a little bit, or maybe you don't have to move too much to get that calf stretch. Nice job, you guys. So with that foot out behind, keep that right foot out behind, but move it over to the left. So it's going to come behind you, probably off of your mat. So kind of like you're almost twisting the body a little bit. So that leg is coming behind you. And then you're just going to try and send the hips to the right. So it's going to be a very small movement. But as you push into that foot and send the hips to the right just a little bit, you should feel this through that hip, that IT band, maybe even the outside of the quad, into the side of the body. And then you can start to take that right leg all the way back in. Just drop your knee down and let's switch sides. So that left foot, tuck those toes, send the heel to the back wall. And then when you're ready, you can start to move that foot. It's just going to come over to the right side, creating some length. Oh yeah, there's that stretch. So feeling this all through. I feel it through the side of my body, that left side. And I'm not even sending my hips over to the left yet. So once I send the hips a bit over, I'm starting to feel that through the hip. Still the side body, so good. Nice work, you guys. Let's bring that left leg back in. Drop your knee down. Take a second. If you need to come off of those wrists for a moment, you can. But we'll be finding our way into downward facing dog. So your hands can come down. Spread your fingers wide. Tuck your toes under and lift on up into downward facing dog. So last week, we were moving a bunch to warm up the shoulders, to create some flexibility in the shoulders. But today we are thinking about the legs, so the lower body. So not so much worrying about where those shoulders are. We're only going to stay for a few moments in our downward dog. But I want you to really bend that left knee and then try and straighten that right leg. Your hips can kind of rock. I don't care where your shoulders are. Be nice to your wrists though. So bend that right knee now and try and straighten that left leg. And then let's switch sides. So left knee bends, right leg straightens. And switch sides again. Right knee bends, left leg straightens. Awesome, you guys. Start to come back to really bent knees. Inhale, look between your hands. Exhale, let's walk our feet up to the top of the mat. Feet can be together or hip width apart. Knees are going to be bent. You're going to take an inhale and lift your upper body halfway. Your hands are going to start to find the shins because you can't touch the floor anymore because your back is trying to be parallel to the mat, to the floor. So that chest is up. Take an inhale. Exhale, stay here. Inhale, start to stick your butt out a little bit like you want to straighten the legs, but you're going to keep them bent. Exhale, one more. Inhale, straighten those legs, stick your butt out just a little bit more. Again, the knees are actually still bent. And exhale, let's fold, bend your knees even more. Inhale, lift that upper body back up. Hands are coming to those shins. Start to stick your butt out, maybe finding some more length through the legs. Exhale, stay lifted. Inhale and exhale. One more. Inhale, stick that butt out and exhale. Let's fold. Drop your hands. We're going to take the left foot and step it all the way to the back of the mat. You're going to drop your back knee and then I want you to send that front foot forward a little bit more, sinking into the hips here. So send those hips forward. If you brought your front foot forward too much, just slide it back a little bit like I did. So hands are going to find the mat on either side of that front foot. So feeling this through that left hip, sending those hips forward. Take another inhale. As you exhale, we're going to send the hips back. Keep everything the same, but try and straighten the front leg. Inhale. Bend the front knee, sink into the lunge, and exhale. Half splits, hamstring. Inhale. Send that weight forward. Feel that hip. Exhale. Push it back. Straighten the front leg. If you want more, you can flex the foot. Inhale back into the lunge. Nice, you guys. And exhale. Send it back. Half split. Straighten that front leg. Let's do a few more. Inhale. And exhale. Just moving with your breath. Let's do one more. Inhale into lunge and exhale. Send those hips back just enough to straighten that front leg and then come back forwards. We're going to plant our hands. You're going to bring that back foot up to the top of the mat. So however you can get that back foot all the way up. We're going to take the right foot back. Find that lunge, dropping the back knee. So one of my favorite moves, or two moves to flow in between, is the lunge, this low lunge, getting that hip flexor, and the half split. Send those hips back, straighten the front leg. Inhale, shift forward, lunge. Exhale. So this is a great prep for our full splits. We're not going to do full splits, don't worry. But if it is a goal of yours, do this a lot. So just finding the breath with each inhale. Shift the weight forward, the hips forward, lunge, and as you exhale, send the hips back. Maybe flexing the foot if you want more. Nice work, you guys. A few more. Rocking forward and rocking back. Awesome job, you guys. Let's do one more. And then coming on back into the lunge. Plant your hands, bringing your front foot all the way up. Inhale, take a halfway lift, stick that butt out. Each time you lift up halfway, I want you to feel that hamstring stretch. Exhale, fold. One more. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale. Plant your hands and step your feet all the way back into downward facing dog. Take a second to pedal those feet a little bit, bending one knee and straightening the other. Then we're going to bring our feet together. Inhale your right foot up into the air. Start to look to the top of your mat, so to your hands. We're going to send that right foot to the outside of the right hand, and then you're just going to drop that back knee. Lizard. So take a second, sink your hips nice and low, getting into those hips, maybe rocking your body from side to side a little bit. You can find your forearms. We're going to stay for just a few breaths, or you could take that left hand and just place it on the side of your mat and add a little quad stretch or a twist. Let's start with the twist. Take your right hand, find your knee, maybe looking behind you, still dropping the hips nice and low. And then if you wanted to reach back for your foot, you can try that as well, getting a quad stretch. Not too long here, so maybe another breath or two. And then starting to let go of that foot if you do have it. If you are in the twist, bring your hands back to the mat. Let's step into our downward facing dog. Feet are going to come together. Inhale your left foot up and exhale. Send that foot to the outside of the left hand, dropping the knee. Lizard. Low, low, low into those hips. Maybe rocking a little bit, maybe not. And if you want to come for that twist, right hand can stay planted. Maybe put the hand on the knee or try and reach back for that foot for that quad stretch. I'm noticing that my right leg is a lot tighter today than the left. So take another breath wherever you are. Notice how this side feels compared to the last side. And then you can let it on go. Bring your hands back to the mat. And let's take that front foot and step back into downward facing dog. Awesome job, you guys. With an inhale, looking forward. Exhale, walk your feet up to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, plant your hands, stepping back, downward facing dog. With your next inhale, looking between your hands, exhale, walk your step all the way back up to the top of your mat. Inhale, lifting up halfway. Exhale, fold. One more. Inhale, halfway. Exhale, fold. Awesome, you guys. Let's come all the way up to standing. We're going to bring that left foot back and take a really wide stance, a really wide squat. So toes are going to point out to the corners of the room. You're going to bend the knees, take your hands, place them on your knees, and just go for a nice little rock from side to side. So getting into those hips, into those inner thighs even. Awesome work, you guys. So just rocking from side to side a little bit more. We're going to be bringing our hands to the floor, or if you can't quite get your hands to the floor, grab a book or a pillow or a block or something. But have your hands down and then start to turn your toes to point forwards or even in a little bit. So standing wide-legged forward fold. So our hands are going to be down. We're going to take an inhale to lift that chest a bit. And as you exhale, start to drop, start to fold. And as you inhale, lift back up, push into your hands. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, upper body's coming up. Exhale, fold. Really feeling that stretch the back of the legs. One more. Inhale, halfway. And exhale, folding forward. Awesome, you guys. Start to take some weight into the hands again. We're going to be bringing the feet together. So however you want to gracefully bring those feet together, and then just have a seat on your heels, or you can sit cross-legged, placing your hands in your lap or on your knees, and let your eyes close. Finding your breath one last time. And let's stay for one last inhale through the nose and exhale out the mouth. Awesome job today, you guys. Have a great rest of your day. I will see you on Wednesday. Namaste.